The relationship between the United States and Germany suffers from disenchantment and disinterest at a time when its strength is desperately needed. A history of war, reconciliation, and friendship brought the two countries from the spring of 1945 to the fall of the Berlin Wall, but the years that followed led to a divergence in philosophies about international relations and each other's role in the world. In Germany, a growing skepticism of the United States began with a fundamental disagreement about the 2003 Iraq War, continued during the financial crisis of the late 2000s, and was laid bare by the reported activities of the NSA. American apathy towards German culture beyond World War II history, Oktoberfest, and luxury cars has done little to counter the negative narratives. But beneath the surface of stereotypes, misunderstandings, and occasional mistrust, there is a set of common principles that binds the next generation of the United States and Germany together more closely than the generations before. This generation grew up with a united Germany. It came of age with an America at war. And it observed the events that followed through a new prism, enhanced by advances in technology and global connectivity, which revealed the themes that have defined our collective values. Members of the next generation of both countries have a deep desire for transparency and accountability. They have a natural understanding of diversity, a passion for equality, and a demand for equal representation. They believe in many of the previous generation's values such as freedom, democracy, and individual expression, and they are connected through social networks where they debate current global challenges in order to find their own solutions. The Next Generation Project Fellows, 6 Americans and 6 Germans, came together with different backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences, but with a shared passion for the U.S.-German relationship, as well as a belief that the world is better when our bond is stronger. In the spirit of the next generation, this project does not want to identify a problem without offering a solution. The Next Generation Report provides a number of recommendations to strengthen the U.S.-German relationship, some of which suggest new areas of collaboration, while others give classic solutions a new twist. Trade negotiations need to become more transparent to become more credible. Serious public discussions about the role and limits of intelligence services are overdue. The emerging shared challenge of migration deserves joint attention, and the voices of new Germans and new Americans need to enter the bilateral dialogue. Technology can address some of the entrenched issues in the U.S.-German relationship, but young voices to explain and promote technological innovation often face skepticism. Their vision needs to be heeded. The representation of women in both countries' legislatures remains stubbornly low and would benefit from mentoring programs. Investments in joint military training and capabilities must continue, especially given the more nuanced public opinion both countries have developed with respect to their defense responsibilities and military deployments. And while budget cuts have become the norm rather than the exception for exchange programs, investments in such programs form indispensable links between the countries' populations and therefore should be safeguarded. Language study needs to be fostered, and curriculums need to remove outdated stereotypes about each other's country. The U.S.-German relationship needs less mistrust and less indifference. It needs more care, more investment, and greater rhetorical restraint. But most of all, it needs a change in perspective. This report outlines steps toward the new next generation prism.